I've had quite a few questions on those topsy-turvies, those upside-down planters, growers. Do they work? Is it worth it? Yes, they do work. And it depends on what you're growing. Your larger tomatoes, like the one we're going to put in this one, they have a little bit more harder time, they have a little harder time growing. But your cherry tomatoes work really well in them. But I don't see any reason in paying $10 or $20 to make one when you can make one yourself. For this one, I'm going to use a jug. This, I think, had juice in it or something. There's something in there, a little water. A knife, some scissors, coffee filters, and then of course your plants. And the one thing to look for is try to keep the bottom as flat as possible. You can use a 5-gallon bucket, 3-gallon bucket that you buy at the hardware store. But I'm just going to use this because, one, I've got it, and two, I want you to be able to use what you have on hand. And there's no sense in going out if you're not going to spend $10 for the container. There's no sense in going out and spending $5 for a bucket. Well, anyway, poke a hole. Now, all you really want is just, I'm going to go maybe half again out from the size of the pot, the pea pot. Now, of course, you're going to want to do this closer to the summertime. Right now, we're in the fourth week of February. It's almost over. Okay, what you need for this project is your bucket, and I'm going to use a razor knife. Now, if you're using a 5-gallon bucket, I would use a jigsaw for that. Okay, not the best, but there's the hole. Now, take a pair of scissors and your coffee filters. I've got 2 of them here. You just cut until you get about to the center of it. Then you're going to want to cut a little hole, just big enough, maybe a little bit larger, so that the plant sits inside. So it's just like that. That's the way you want it. Now, before we get going much further, let's get the top of this off as well. Now go ahead and stick the coffee filters down in there. Hand in there. And then the coffee filter is going to cover the hole up to keep the soil in. Now this is a tomato plant, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And I'm wrapping the coffee filter around the tomato plant. Now once you have it in place, take some soil and dump that on there. Then I'm going to water just a little bit. Because you are going to need the water to get down in there to the roots. Now the roots will start growing up towards the water as time goes on. See, now it's dripping a little bit, so a lot. let's go ahead and fill it up.
Just a hair.
Now, the thing I like about these is you can actually grow another plant on top. So, on this one, let's put some basil. You know you gotta have your tomatoes and basil. Gotta take a little bit of that out. There we go. And water that just a little bit. There you go. So if you're limited on space, give this a try. It will work. Then the basil will grow out over the top and the tomatoes will grow out under the bottom. But as you can see, it does make a mess. But perseverance. I usually do this outside. So anyway, there you go. I hope you have fun, and I'd appreciate it if you signed up for my channel. And leave a comment, leave a question, and I'll try to get back to you just as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.